My friends, it is truly a joy to see all of you here today. Let me begin by asking you something. How many of you feel like you're not living anywhere near your true potential? How many of you know deep down that you've got more inside you, more to give, more to achieve, more to experience, but for some reason, you struggle to take consistent action? Well, my friends, I want to share something with you today. The key to unlocking that hidden potential, the secret to breaking through those invisible barriers, comes down to one powerful word: consistency. You see, it doesn't matter how much talent you were born with, how intelligent you are, or how much promise you carry. If you don't have the discipline to show up and do the work, day after day, you'll never reach the level you're truly capable of. That might sound harsh, but it's the truth. I know because I've lived it. There were times when I was overflowing with ideas, ambition, and drive. I'd start new projects with enthusiasm only to lose steam after a few weeks. I'd make bold declarations about the changes I was going to make, only to slide back into the same old habits. And after years of this pattern, I realized something: the problem wasn't a lack of motivation, and it wasn't a lack of vision. The problem was that I hadn't built the muscle of consistency. I hadn't developed the mental toughness and the self-discipline to keep going when obstacles showed up. But once I figured that out, once I made the choice to commit to consistency no matter what, that's when my life began to change. That's when I started to see real progress. That's when success stopped being a dream and started becoming reality. And the same thing can happen for you. Because consistency, my friends, is the foundation of all achievement. It's what separates the dreamers who only talk from the doers who actually deliver. It's what divides those who succeed from those who stay stuck. And here's the best part: consistency is not some gift reserved for a select few. It's a skill you can learn, a habit you can train, a mindset you can build. But I'll be honest with you, it's not easy. Consistency requires sacrifice. It demands dedication. It calls for an unshakable commitment to your goals. It means saying no to distractions, resisting the temptation to cut corners, and refusing to settle for the easy path. It means showing up even when you're tired, even when you doubt yourself, even when it feels like nothing's working. And that's tough, because human nature pushes us toward comfort. Our brains want to conserve energy and avoid effort. That's why the moment we step outside our comfort zones, resistance shows up. But here's the truth: if you want to create anything extraordinary in life, you've got to be willing to do what most people aren't. You've got to be willing to push through the struggle, embrace the discomfort, and keep going even when every part of you wants to quit. Because the rewards on the other side of that effort are life-changing. I'm talking about growth, success, and fulfillment at a level most people never experience. But it starts with one decision: the decision to commit to consistency. Now, some of you might be thinking right now, but how do I actually do that? I've tried before and failed. Why should this time be any different? And that's a fair question. So let me give you 3 principles that I believe are essential for developing true consistency. First principle: know your why. You've got to have a burning reason, a purpose so strong it keeps you moving forward when things get hard. Without a deep why, your consistency will collapse the moment life throws you a storm. This isn't just about willpower, it's about aligning your daily actions with your bigger purpose, your deepest values, your vision of the life you want. When you can connect your everyday work to that bigger picture, it becomes much easier to keep going. Second principle: accountability. One of the biggest reasons people fail to stay consistent is because it's too easy to let themselves off the hook. But when you bring accountability into the mix, everything changes. I'm not saying you need to announce your goals to the whole world, that often backfires. What I'm saying is, find a small, trusted group of people, a mentor, a coach, a few close friends, who will hold you accountable, celebrate your progress, and refuse to let you give up. Having people who push you, who call you out, and who support you when times get tough can make all the difference. Third principle: intentional daily action. Consistency is not a feeling, it's a system. You need habits, routines, and structures that you can rely on no matter how chaotic life gets. That might mean setting a protected time every day for your most important work. It might mean breaking your big goals down into small, manageable steps. It might mean habit stacking. Tying new habits to existing routines so they become automatic. And here's a simple 3-step process to make those habits stick: start small, make it easy, and stack it. Don't try to change everything at once, focus on 1 or 2 habits. Eliminate obstacles, make it as easy as possible to do the new habit. And stack it, attach it to something you already do every day. Over time, those actions stop feeling like effort, and they start feeling like who you are. Now, let me be clear, even with all this, you will face setbacks. There will be days you want to quit. There will be times when the resistance feels overwhelming. But that's part of the process. Anything worth achieving is going to demand discomfort. And that's why consistency is so powerful, because when you commit to showing up every day no matter what, that's when you tap into your true strength. And my friends, the rewards are incredible. Imagine the pride of finally accomplishing that goal you've chased for years. Imagine the confidence that comes from proving to yourself that you can follow through. Imagine how that kind of discipline could transform not just your work, but your relationships, your health, your entire sense of purpose. That kind of transformation is within your reach. It doesn't require luck, or genius, or talent, it requires consistency. The willingness to show up, again and again, until the work is done. I can tell you this from experience: once I committed to consistency, my entire life shifted. I built things I never thought possible. I achieved goals I once thought were out of reach. And at the core of it all, consistency. The choice to keep going when quitting would have been easier. So I'll ask you again, are you ready? Are you ready to commit to consistency? Are you ready to stop making excuses and start taking disciplined, focused action toward your biggest dreams? Because the world needs more people like you, people who are willing to step up, to push through, and to show what's possible. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, there will be challenges. But if you dig deep, if you stay true to your why, and if you refuse to quit, there is nothing you can't achieve. So let's make a pact today. Let's commit to consistency. Let's support one another. Let's hold each other accountable. And let's show the world what happens when ordinary people make an extraordinary commitment to their goals. The only limits you face are the ones you accept. Break free. Stay consistent. And step into the life you were meant to live. Are you ready? Then let's begin. The future is waiting, and it belongs to the consistent. Thank you, and God bless.